So God brought back to my memory the other day some things, and it was all for the purpose of highlighting what it is that He's doing. Even though I found myself being frustrated with God, because I'm thinking to myself, why was I continuing in certain cycles, although I was being obedient to what God was telling me to do, or I was doing the things that God led me to do, but yet I felt like I was back in a space where I felt like was in the former days, like before I began to take my relationship seriously with God again, before I wholeheartedly came back to Him. Now, I'll say this: just because you're in relationship with God and you serve God does not mean that you're going to not experience things, but you are delivered from those things of past. The past can't hold you. Only though if you truly accept your deliverance, you truly surrender to God, those things cannot affect your present. Okay, so I just wanted to make that disclaimer. But I was talking to God, and I was thinking, and of course God knows our thoughts. God knows everything about us. He created us, right? And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I feel as though I am doing all the things that you've asked of me, God. I'm even doing things that I didn't imagine doing. I'm doing things that didn't seem possible, and I know it's all because of you. So why am I feeling like I'm going back into certain thought processes, certain behaviors? And it's all because of choices. Okay, so we choose to take our minds back to the things of the old, even though we're living in the present, because of what we are seeing with our natural eyes. When we take our eyes off of God, that is when we begin to be frustrated with the things that we're seeing, as He's taking us through certain processes to ensure that we are going to stick to His plan, to ensure that we are going to carry out the purpose and the call that He has on our life. And so y'all know what I had to do? I had to pray on it real hard. I had to get back in my word, because I was disconnected to a certain extent. So I'm like, God, maybe it's something I'm not doing. Like, I don't understand. We don't have to continue in them cycles, but God will test us with things of our past, just like the enemy will try to bring things up from our past. But His is to cause hurt, cause confusion, cause conflict, to try to deter us from our purpose and calling that God has on our life, where God will use things of the past sometimes to redirect us. He'll use those things of the past because they're a testimony that we have to share with others, to encourage, to show how good he is, and how He shows up Even when we're faced with opposition, even when we're going through things where we feel like we're frustrated. You can only become frustrated, though, if you take your eyes off of God and you're looking at the things that you're experiencing. So, in a nutshell, you keep your mind stayed on God, He'll keep you in perfect peace, even when you're going through things, even when you're facing opposition, even when He's testing you, even when you're going through the processes that are required for elevation or for God to get out of you what He wants to get out of you. Our human emotion is to be frustrated. The human emotion is to be upset. The human emotion is to want to be like, hey, this ain't worth it. Like, this is not what I signed up for. Notice I said the human emotion. So you have to cast those things out, rebuke those things, tell your flesh to die, and allow the Holy Spirit to fill you. And there are some days where that seems easier said than done, because there's days where I've gotten like quiet, but then I'm giving those things which God has delivered me from, or those things God has brought me out of, the power. See, the difference is when I'm going through things now, I already know there's victory on the other end of it. I already know that it's necessary for God to get out of me what He wants to get out of me. It's for me to continue to solely trust Him and to keep my eyes on Him. It's for me to continue to do what He's called me to do. That's it for today. Until next time, I'll see you all later.